Hello, this is Juniper of Solavi Studio, and welcome to my backyard. Today, I decided to sit by this mossy log. This is the top of the fir tree that is right there, and it fell off in the middle of a windstorm 3 to 5 years ago, somewhere in there. And it came down with a very loud crashing sound, and I'm so thankful that this beautiful thing didn't land on my house. And as you can see, the little fungus right there, there's a lot more on the other side, the bear bread fungus, I think that's what it's called. And now that it's been raining, there's little mushrooms popping up on the ground right here, so I'm enjoying the change in the season and the mycelium starting to get ready to spread their spores. Today I wanted to talk about what I find are my big 3 motivations for how I spend my time and the cause and effect of spending your time in those ways. So the first way I spend my time is my responsibilities, and that's the work that I do, my paperwork, but a lot of it's not actually on physical paper anymore. A lot of it's electronic, or things such as getting your car tabs, renewing your driver's license, updating this, filling out this form for that, making sure your email is checked. Those sorts of responsibilities that if you don't pay your electric bill, you're not going to have electricity. Just that sort of day-to-day responsibility. And then the other responsibility that I have often is caring for my home. Doing the dishes, sweeping the floors, doing the laundry, making food, making sure there's food in the house, doing errands, making sure, if the light bulb goes out, I have another light bulb to put in place. That sort of just maintaining your home, that sort of loving care that you put into your sacred space. My home has always been pretty sacred to me. It's a place where I go to just be me without having to deal with what Sally and Joe may think. It's just my space. The second, and the cause and effect, so if you don't take the cause of the responsibility is to maintain certain standard of lifestyle that you like to have. And that there's varying degrees. If you're a sage in the top of the mountains, you probably don't have that much electronic paperwork because you don't have internet service. Your financial needs are a lot less. But whereas a person who is running 5 businesses by themselves, and their responsibility in that realm is going to be a lot. And if they don't take care of being timely with this thing and that thing, or if if you keep putting off the laundry and then all of a sudden nobody has clean socks to wear, or it causes disruption if you don't deal with those day-to-day responsibilities. Or if you need to pay your electric bill and you have no money, that can definitely be a setback in your life that ultimately it will just take extra time in the future to deal with it. The second motivation for spending time is pleasure. Everyone loves to feel good. Everyone loves to do things that make them feel really good. And sometimes, after you eat dinner and clean up the kitchen and you're just relaxing for the evening and hanging out with your family, and you just, want that little bit of comfort food. So you grab the bag of chips, you grab a bowl of ice cream, grab the bag of cookies, and you're eating and eating and eating and eating, and all of a sudden it's gone. But ultimately, the cause and effect of eating snack food like that is, for me, it makes me feel gross. I just feel if I have too much salt, if I have too much sugar, if I have too much oil, maybe it's a big pile of chili cheese fries or whatever it is, it just, my stomach doesn't feel good, I don't sleep well, my waistline gets bigger, so there's the cause and effect of eating comfort food. And then there's screen time. Our beloved social media, our YouTube, that's like the craziest things imaginable on there. Like the weird monsters and the weird taste, food challenges, or, all sorts. You can spend hours and hours and hours a day watching videos that are just fluff. Or watching a TV show, binge watching a TV show, watching, multiple movies in a row. Like, those are all things, and yes, I totally like to, chill on the couch and watch a movie or something once in a while. Necessary, just to be still sometimes without having to think, without having to do anything, without, especially if you've had a full plate for the week. But how much time do you spend doing that? That time can take, the cause is you want to relax. The effect is all of a sudden this, and this, and this, and this didn't get any attention. Some of the things that you can make yourself feel good can be very productive. Like if you ate dinner and then let your food digest for a little bit while you clean up the kitchen and all that, and then you went for an evening stroll. You just walked around your neighborhood, not having to use your car, or you drove to a beautiful park or a beautiful trail near your home. You're getting exercise, you're getting good oxygen, but the feeling that you get from that is, I burned calories, I moved my muscles, there's a sense of accomplishment, of taking care of yourself. That's a form of, self-love that is incredible. Another way I do my feel-good time sometimes, and I wish I did it more, actually, is taking a hot bath. Put some Epsom salts in, which is high in magnesium, helps relax your muscles. Magnesium is often one of the elements missing from our diets, but it's super important for our muscles. So if you've had a stiff back, if you've had, this or that, Epsom salt bath is amazing. And during the bath, you can listen to an audiobook, you can listen to some nice music, you can just chill out, relax, not have all this, activity coming toward you. And at the end of the bath, you're going to feel so relaxed. Your body will just feel so good. You'll be ready for your good, deep sleep for the night. So the cause and effect of that is lovely. But it's all in how we choose to spend our time. We can spend that same time taking our walk and taking our bath. We can spend that time watching people being ridiculous on the screen. Whether it's your television, your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever it is. But if you chose to spend that feel-good time walking and taking a bath, you wouldn't necessarily have that blue screen effect that made it harder for you to fall into deep sleep in the night and that sort of thing as well. Let's see, the third motivation of how I spend my time is I don't know why I'm calling this inspiration, but I am. So inspiration, whether it's for me gaining inspiration, like listening to audiobooks while I fold the laundry, or hearing an inspiring YouTuber as I'm getting ready for the day, or reading a book or journaling before I fall asleep at night. I try, not always successfully, but I try to make sure that I have screen-free time before I sleep, so I can sleep more deeply. And so it's that little window, after you brush your teeth and all that stuff. That's a great window to journal, to reflect on your day, to, oh yeah, this thing happened, and
it gave me this thought, or and then I would like to take that further. I mean, it's a great day to explore those sorts of things, or a great time. Or if you're reading a book, then you can just have that time to gain inspiration that can have a positive effect on, a project that you're working on, an outlook in life, how you want to make changes for yourself to better benefit your lifestyle, however that may be. Another way that I find that inspiration comes into my life is working on a project, whether it's spending time drawing, spending time painting, spending time writing, spending time however. But reading books, listening to audiobooks while I do mundane tasks, listening to YouTubers, folding laundry, sweeping the floor, washing dishes, that sort of thing. And then that little window in between bed, and so instead of watching, because if you talk to me in real person and you're giving movie references, TV references, pretty much I won't know what you're talking about. And some people find that really frustrating because I don't spend my time doing that. And instead, I'd rather draw, I'd rather paint, I'd rather spin, I'd rather knit, I'd rather be creative, and that gives me time to clear my thoughts. And so I feel like a much more productive person. I feel like a much more grounded person. I feel much more self-worth when I spend my time creating something, doing something that is either meditative or helping me further develop into who I want to become. Gives me more of a sense of accomplishment than if I were just sitting on the couch watching some crazy horror movie or some... And there's a time and a place, for sure, for everything. But literally, usually if I'm watching a movie on the couch, I'm also knitting or spinning or doing something. I have a hard time sitting still. I'm a multitasker, and it's not always by choice, it's by nature. So I try to make the best of it. But so my motivations for spending time and the cause and effect that it has in my life really it ebbs and flows. Sometimes I'm just tired. And that's when I just relax. And sometimes I notice that I've been just relaxing and just eating comfort food and just doing too much of those things that ultimately don't make me feel like I'm being the best version of myself. So being conscious of how you spend your time and being aware of the ways in which you spend your time and the effects that have on your life can really shift your perspective, shift your attitude, and ultimately make life much more pleasant for yourself. And you owe it to yourself to make your life as pleasant as you can and to do the things that you love doing. So hopefully there's a couple gems in there for you. Blessings on your day.